Hey y'all, we in Texas, so that's how we sound. Hey y'all.
Hey Veda, what's up, Mama?
What's up, Dayna?
Girl, nothing. What we doing tonight? This called what?
Another edition of Sex and Politics. As a matter of fact, it's episode 2.
Yes, it's so vital in these political times and in these sexual times.
Oh, because it's always a sexual moment going on somewhere, right? I'm Veda Loca.
And I'm Dayna J.
Welcome.
Thank you for coming back. We really appreciate it because there's so much for us to talk about.
So let's talk about it, Dayna J.
So I always wanted to ask you, Veda, you are low-key very political, and I don't think a lot of people know that about you. What made you so politically active and made you decide to be a voter?
What made me politically active was I used to spend a lot of nights high on coke watching CNN. And then my dude was getting high on coke too. So we're both coked up watching, CNN. This is way pre-Trump. I don't even remember what their names was.
Mm-hmm.
Hence high on coke. It was all about just being up. And then this particular dude that I was messing with, he was very political. So we would go like toe to toe.
That's interesting.
Back and forth about just different issues that I felt that meant that, was dear to me. Yeah, that resonated to me and him as well. And if I'm not mistaken, he was leaning more sides to the Republican because he was an entrepreneur. He owned a trucking company, and so he wanted his money. So he was more astute, but still black.
Deep breath.
Yeah, but no, there are a lot of black Republicans, and I don't mind.
Believe me.
But
I got some lined up that I met at the rally I went to for Beto O'Rourke. I met a whole bunch of black Republicans at that rally.
And it's not. I don't think that being a black Republican is wrong or anything like that. It's whatever serves you. You know what I'm saying?
I don't believe political parties, period, because I believe that the lobbyists fund both parties. So it doesn't even matter what party you're a part of. I feel like what matters more than anything is policy and what policies you stand behind.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm a big proponent of like universal health care, because I'm for things that will help the masses versus things that will help the minority of people.
Right. Exactly.
And then that's why when Trump did his tax cut, people felt like they were hitting, but $40 in your paycheck.
It's not hitting.
I don't know if that's really hitting.
Trump's tax cut was basically for the rich.
Exactly.
It was actually for the rich. Not basically, but actually. Because, he came out his mom's vagina rich. So there's never in a day that you would ever think that this rich motherfucker that came out the vagina rich would really think about the middle class and what they need, because he's always been rich, bitch.
And then he's always dated models in order to be able to get it off. So he got his sexual side and he has his political side.
Well, everybody has a sexual and political side. If you don't have a sexual side, we're all getting fucked in the ass. Figuratively speaking.
But you said that the first episode too, about how our politicians are doing us dirty.
Well, not all of them, not all of them, but
not absolutely not all of them, but especially in the Texas State House, where the majority of what our state house looks like are Republican, and then most of them, they pander to Donald Trump and the extremism. That is what bothers me, I think, the most, because I think that being reasonable is out the window right now. And a lot of times people are just more worried about political gain than about the people, their constituents. People out here that don't have health care, people that don't have Wi-Fi, people that don't have food, because these prices have gone up tremendously.
You tricked me.
Why I trick you?
We were supposed to talk about sex first. This bitch set me up. I said, I want to talk about sex first. She comes in, and now I got Joe Manchin running through my mind right now because she's talking about fucking political parties. And all I just want to say, you talking about be leery of Republicans, but Joe Manchin is a person to be leery of, and not because he's just a Democrat, but be leery because he has an agenda. You know, he has an agenda. See, a lot of Democrats tell you they about to have an agenda and don't have shit. They just sit around and wait for what Republicans are going to do. Like, okay, well, so
reactionary.
We're reactionary. And Joe Manchin, I don't even know what to call him, but I'm not even gonna. You know what? I'm not even gonna call him out his name, or I'm not even gonna say that he's bad, because he's doing exactly what he wants to do, and he's making way and room for what he wants to do.
It's unfortunate because his constituency is so tiny, right? So
tiny.
Well,
I'm talking about where he was elected, but he's got a whole country that loves him because of his asshole ways.
But guess what? It doesn't matter, because what matters are the people that vote for you. So Joe Manchin. Well, that's
okay. You're right, because I was going to say, well, Donald Trump, and I forgot.
But federal level, state level, right? So it doesn't matter if I'm in Texas and I love Joe Manchin, because I can't vote for him. But Joe Manchin does have an agenda, and that's why it goes to show political party doesn't matter. He's the perfect example for that, because he says he's a Democrat, but he does whatever it takes for him to stay in office.
He has an agenda.
Because people want power. It's not really about people.
And you know what? I would never suck Joe Manchin's dick, right? I don't fuck with him like that. But I'm going to give him the respect due, because his dick is bigger than most Democrats I know. His dick is bigger, and I mean his metaphorical dick.
Yeah, you mean he carries a big stick.
He's not afraid to pull his penis out on the coffee table and say, do what you want.
Well, because he knows his position, right? He knows that he has a position of power.
Well, why does he have a position of power and all the other Democrats don't have a position of power? Because they're not putting their dick on the coffee table.
Well, it's not that. It's just that he knows that he is a pivotal vote. So he is able to say, well, you know what? I want shit my way. I'm going to bring y'all.
Why is he a pivotal vote? Tell our people why.
Well, because in the Senate, right, there's you want to have more Democrats than Republicans. Right now, we're almost at a 50-50 split. Joe Manchin leans Republican, although he says he's a Democrat. So the Democrats are always fighting for Joe Manchin to vote their way, even though he says he's a Democrat. But really, in action, I feel that he's a Republican, because he is from a Trump-leaning state.
Which is?
Shit. Is it Kentucky? No, that is the other guy with all the chin and... Oh, Lord Jesus.
Yeah, the old one that's been there forever. I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't. I can see his glasses, but I can't think of his name right now.
Our producer's looking it up.
It will come to me.
No, our producer's looking it up.
Thank you very much. So, and as a matter of fact...
But wait a minute. Why can't other politicians take a Joe Manchin stance and just be radical and in order to make noise? Because I don't believe that he should be the only Democrat in the House that's able to make noise just by being an asshole. Democrats mostly are not assholes. Just point blank period.
Democrats
and I love a good asshole.
Often.
I am so tired of talking about politics right now.
Okay, so let's talk about sex.
Okay, no, keep going though. We got to find out who's the Kentucky's
oh my God, what is his name? He is the leader of the Senate.
Yeah, and that's what the old guy.
Yeah, with all this going on.
It's God,
I'm so annoyed with my life right now.
I got his face in my mind, and I actually can see his penis right now.
I can't see that, and I never see any of that.
I always picture people naked.
Really?
I always picture
I do
people
not
naked.
Because sometimes that scares me.
Joe
I
Manchin
imagine
has
all the hanging
regular size penis. Like, it's not too big. It's not too little. He has an average size penis, Joe Manchin, in my mind.
But with age, you know how everything sags. So I imagine these and then
that's exact. Connell.
Here we go. McConnell. Yeah. McConnell. He's from Kentucky.
I knew.
And then Joe Manchin. Where's Joe Manchin from? Joe Manchin, he's from another southern state. We cannot do
sex and politics and not know politics, but she really do know
But
politics.
No, it's okay.
But we don't got to know where them niggas is from.
But at the same time, too, this is real life,
because they're running.
Do you know where he's from?
No, we just
all right, so I'm just saying, this is real life, and that's how things work. On a regular day, I might know, I might not.
Oh, yeah, it is a Red Cup series.
Yeah, but it's okay. Because at the end of the day, it's about policy over area, and it's about people over where you live geographically.
I think everybody should view their politicians naked. Manchin's from Virginia. Probably West Virginia too.
West Virginia. That sounds West Virginia.
You see how I knew it was West?
Yeah, because it can't be regular
West Virginia ain't nothing but redneck. territory.
See?
Like West Virginia is not a Republican state. It is a redneck territory. And Joe Manchin knew what the fuck he was doing. So that's why I say he doesn't have a small penis. His penis is average. It's not huge. Because if it was huge,
he would move a little differently.
He'd move a little different. Mm-hmm. He'd be fucking more bitches than making more policy.
He'd be like, what was the name of that man that, I swear to God, went to South America with his mistress and everyone was on the hunt for him? This was like 10 years ago, but that's a whole nother story. We'll get to it a different time.
I don't know. Our producer will look for that too.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
But, he's like, who?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who fucked who? And where'd they go?
They went to South America with their mistress. But you know what? I feel like a lot of these politicians, do you think they have a healthy sex life?
Oh,
because I feel like if they were healthier sexually,
I think it varies. No, you can't group a healthy sex life into just one demographic. Like a healthy sex life comes from a healthy person, and not necessarily a healthy person as in, oh, I have a clean bill of health, but a healthy mental person who knows how to separate, bad stupid shit and then my sex life, or just knows how to combine it all to make it what they need it to be. Like, okay, so thank you, we're at sex now. Sex and politics. That's important. I was like, I hope they don't change. I'm not just playing, but this is for everyone. Yeah, because it's stupid to think that just because you like politics doesn't mean you like sex and really freaky nasty sex. And if you don't, that's fine. I won't judge you. But I like really freaky, nasty, stupid sex.
And I think that's normal. I think a lot of people are freaky, nasty.
Okay, so look.
Pardon that. That's a part of
real
life.
Don't pardon me. Whenever me and my son burp, guess what we say?
What do you say?
Good one. We've been doing that since he was in elementary.
That's a part of real life,
yeah,
right?
So when I burp or he burps, he burp. Good one. I burp. Good one. And if it's not good, that wasn't really good.
Okay.
That's how we don't say excuse me.
I'm going to make
now, when we fart, though, you'll get an excuse me. Not a good one. But, so that leads me to tell you what happened.
I've been dying for this story.
So, I went to D.C. Okay. So, I went to D.C. There's this man that I've known for, okay, we started dating when... I know, right? We met when I was 17. Okay? I'm 48.
That's a long time.
Okay, I'm lying. I'm 49. Bitch, I'm trying to get right with my lying skills.
But you made it, though. But you made it.
No, I'm just trying to not stop. Trying to stop
Don't
lying.
lie about your age, and I'm going to tell you why.
I just lied.
How many people know? How many people do we know that didn't make it?
That's fine, Dayna. I don't give a fuck. I'm just telling you, as a person in the entertainment industry, right? I have been conditioned to lie about my age for a long time. Because don't nobody want to hear a 40-year-old coming on talking about, oh, NLE Chopper, that's my not really.
But that's crazy.
You don't know.
That's real life.
That's real life, right? So I was lying about my age for a long time because I've been a radio personality for 21 years. So a lot of, my career, I turned, not when I first started, but when I started getting up in age.
This is some real shit. Pay attention.
Yeah, when I started getting up in age and started getting different, what do you call it? Shifts. I'm gonna call it shifts because I started doing weekends and then I went from weekends doing nights. I went from nights doing afternoons and I went from afternoons doing mornings. Mornings are the quarterback of the radio station. That's the Tom Brady, the Dak Prescott, the Aaron Rodgers of the radio station. This is... So when I got to the mornings, I'm of a particular age, right? Because I was hustling my way to get up there. Grinding. And so when I got there, yes, I'm of an age, and I felt like I didn't want to talk about that age because I didn't want anybody to judge me on how, if I knew about NLE Choppa, Kodak Black, and Kendrick Lamar,
but I feel like you do know all that.
Well, I did, but still, you know what I'm saying? But still, you have, especially if you're a woman. Now, see, you could be an old ass man. On the fucking radio, and they don't give a fuck how old you are. But if you're a woman and your pussy don't pop, Bitch, what is you talking about?
The double standard just annoys the shit out of me. But go ahead.
So that's where I started the lying at, right? So back to the trip. Because I just went to DC, right? But before I went to DC, I went to Miami.
She was at the Versace mansion.
Okay, let me give a shout out to the visionary, my coach, Coach Stormy Wellington. She's the second person ever in the world, and the only Black African American woman. Fuck that. I hate when people say African American. The only Black woman, only woman who is Black to shut down the Versace mansion.
And she was looking so fly. I seen her spinning around in front.
Historical. So she shut it down to give us a mastermind class. I'm in the health and wellness business. I am a new network marketer. A lot of times you hear network. This is the first time the reason I got into network marketing, because remember I told you that morning show that I got on our station, I got fired. So here I am after 21 years of doing radio. I didn't know what the fuck to do because I did hair before radio. I did hair for 12 years.
Shut up.
Yeah, baby, let me tell you something. I made a lot of money.
What you do?
I did cutting, curling. I was I didn't braid hair. Those are the Africans, honey.
Damn.
It's a bit of a in the moon.
I'm on a natural tip.
No. Yeah, but I didn't do natural hair. I did weaves. I did relaxers. This is back in fucking 90s.
That's when my mama had the
so everybody was getting a relaxer. Everybody was getting a wrap. Everybody was getting a roller wrap. Everybody was
finger waves.
Oh, pencil curls were those hard ass curls that pump it up. That one
pump it up.
That spritz that made your hair so hard you could just just like knock that bitch out and it'll still stay, like that type shit. Pump it up. I think it was pump it up.
I literally hear, what's that rapper? Pump
that's
it
Joe
up.
Button. Yeah, that's Joe Button. So I did hair for all that time. So needless to say, I was in radio for 20 something years. I got fired after. I transitioned. I don't use the word fire, but after I got to the pinnacle, the morning show, 20 something years, I got let go. So I got into network marketing because I needed a community.
Why did they let you go?
Because God said so. Okay. I believe everything is because of the divine timing. You are absolutely where you're supposed to be because God said so. And if you don't believe in God, you're absolutely where you're supposed to be because time said so. If you don't, if God's not your God, you're supposed to be there because you're supposed to be there. No one's anywhere that they're not supposed to be. And so there are certain things that I wasn't doing that I saw that God, because God gave me, I manifested everything I wanted. It took 20 years. But I manifested everything I wanted to be on morning. First of all, I wanted afternoon radio. I never forget.
You need to sleep in a little bit? Because you need to sleep in a little bit?
No. This is just when I was... This was before... This is when I was doing 1 day a week and I didn't even have a shift. I was just coming in there and I was... just running the boards called, like when people would be out and I would hit the commercials for them. This is then. And so Angie Martinez was a big influence on me. I just loved Angie Martinez. And she was an afternoon personality in New York City. So I was like, oh, I want to do afternoons like Angie Martinez. And I'll never forget, a coworker of mine said, women don't do afternoon. Angie Martinez is like an anomaly. Like women don't do afternoons. Angie Martinez is just an anomaly. And so I was like, whoa. So that made me really want the afternoon because this person said that to me. I was like, what do you mean she can only do it and not me?
Sexism is so real. People don't understand and don't wrap their mind around how men really do run a lot of industries and pigeonhole women and don't give us the opportunities that we deserve. Period. Point blank. Because I bet you was the man that said that.
So yeah. So it was that was my first goal. Afternoon, this shit happened. Okay. When I got into afternoon, I said, oh, I want mornings because I want to be the quarterback. I want a team. I want people around me. I wanted to facilitate. And then when people would also ask me about things, what I wanted to do, I said, well, I want to be on satellite radio. Because, see, I like to cuss. And so I was like, oh, I want to cuss.
She likes to talk crazy too, not only cuss.
Yeah, but I like to be unfiltered.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I want to be on satellite radio. I want a morning show, and I also want a late night television show because Chelsea Lately. I love Chelsea Lately.
Chelsea Handler.
I love Chelsea Lately. Her name was Chelsea. Yeah, but that show, Chelsea Lately,
yes,
was my favorite show ever. So
because
here we are.
Crazy.
Here we are. I'm those are my 3 things that I speak. Not that I talk. I mean, I'm sorry. Not that I think. But I speak out.
Manifestation.
I speak it. When people ask me, I speak it. And not only did I speak it, I believed I belonged there. I believed I belonged in morning radio. I believed I belonged on Shade 45, XM radio. I believed that I belonged on late night television. I really did believe these things.
And I believe that still.
And so they manifested. Not the late night television show because, see, God works on his time and not yours. So I got the morning show. Boom. Years later, but still I believed. I got the satellite radio. Shout out to Shade 45 core DJs. I was working there for years, probably like 5 or 6 years, doing my hot mess, my entertainment segment. Tony Neal, that's right, Tony Neal. Thank you, Tony.
Shout out.
I was at the BET Awards and something said, just walk up to this nigga and tell him you want to be on his show. He has a show on XM Radio, Shade 45, every Friday night, core DJs. And he said, okay.
And that's why your show be turning up on Saturday night.
So then I get the morning show. I got satellite radio first. So I'm doing satellite radio afternoons. All of this manifestation is happening. Then I get the morning show, still doing satellite radio. Then a year into the morning show, I get a television show that showcases our morning show. Awesome. It's not late night, it's daytime. Okay? It's daytime TV, but that's still the same. It's TV.
It's TV.
It's still manifestation. So needless to say, all of this shit popped off. Like, bow, 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 bow. And then in 2020, January 6th, it all got taken away. And I'll be honest, satellite radio got taken away about a month before morning show. And then a week before the morning show, the TV show got taken away. Was that
all the day of the insurrection, by the way? I feel like
No, this was 2020. Was the insurrection is 2021.
Okay.
This is 2020. This is 2020, before the pandemic hit. My pandemic hit January 6th. The pandemic hit February.
Of 2021.
Of 2020. Of 2020. So, needless to say, I'm speaking about this because we were talking about the fact that, hold on, I remembered and then I forgot just quick because that's what weed and drugs is. Hold on, wait.
It's going to come back to you right now. So, we were talking about why I lie about my age. No, that ain't really. But we were just talking about why the Versace mansion. We were talking about
why I'm in network marketing.
Yes.
Boom.
Yes.
Thank you. So this is why I'm in network marketing, because all my shit got let go. And see, a lot of people have this thing about I never even knew about network marketing.
Cute.
I never even knew about network marketing before I got let go. So here I am, boom, put into this thing that I saw Stormy Wellington on Instagram, and I like her. She's inspiring. I ain't got no job, bitch. What is you saying? Let's talk. So, needless to say, that's how I ended up at the Versace mansion this past weekend. But let me get to the sex part, because bitch, we didn't talk too much. I feel like I'm on the fucking Lifetime Network not Pornhub, and that's where I want to be. Okay, so talk to me about Pornhub, because I have to let you dominate the sex part. I went to. What does it say? Oh, yeah, I heard. Okay, we'll talk about this in a second. Did you hear? Let me see this shit. No. What did you hear about Nancy Reagan lately? I ain't heard nothing. So you ain't heard nothing about Nancy Reagan lately?
Nancy Reagan, no. Our old president's wife, no.
Yeah,
With her
you ain't
dusty
heard
vagina, no.
You ain't heard nothing about what Too Short said about Nancy Reagan lately.
I never hear nothing about that because you know what? I know they watch TV. I have a lot of things to go on in my life. I never watch no TV.
This ain't on TV. This was on the internet.
It is on the social media? Okay. Loop me
Nancy
in.
did. I mean, I'm sorry.
Nancy did.
Nancy knows how to slob the motherfucking knob. So there's a. I don't know.
Too Short know how Too Short know.
Too Short said Nancy told him she suck a good dick.
Read out this.
It's really an article. Read that. Like, wait a minute. Let me talk about me sucking dick first. I will not let Nancy Reagan
do you up, huh?
Do me right now because I've been wanting to talk about sex since we started this sex and politics episode number 2.
Oh my God! I just want to
okay.
be
So listen,
controlled.
listen, Linda.
I didn't listen, gal. I didn't listen.
Okay. So I go to DC on Friday, right? Now you know I haven't had sex since Father's Day weekend, which is June. Okay. Father's Day is like the 20-something. I don't know.
I'm gonna need a shot.
I know it's like the 20th because I got my vaccination the day after Father's Day, was 21st. So I haven't had sex since the 20th of June.
Taking a deep breath.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. You know, me and my nigga broke up, right? So we broke up, but we were still living in the same house, right? And like he lived on one side, I'm on the other side. What the fuck?
And it really is one side and the other side. Like it really is
sides.
spread apart.
Yeah, we're pretty spread apart. But we were cordial. You know what I'm saying?
Course.
And so now I can understand how some people like be divorced and still live together. Like I be hearing that and I be like, how the fuck you do that? Did it. I understand. I did it because I didn't want to hold all the bills by myself. That was my reasoning why I decided to let him stay. Because remember, y'all, I got fired. Transitioned from my morning show gig that was paying me like $5,000 every 2 weeks, which is very not a lot compared to the money I'm about to make. But just to know,
it is a significant amount.
Oh, it held it down. It held it down.
Because there's people that we know that make $2.13 an hour. If you're a server at a regular restaurant, you make $2.13 an hour in tips.
Yeah. Well.
But you were blessed.
My vision is that I'm going to make way more than that from network marketing. So here I am. I'm on one side. He's on the other side. We're still cordial. We broke up because our energies did not align. He did not cheat on me. I did not cheat on him. We were just very toxic to each other. You know, we were not on the same wavelength. I'm over here going to millionaire school. I'm meditating. I'm working out in the morning.
You're trying
I'm
to
walking.
get next level.
Oh, no, I'm going next level. Mm-hmm. And we're not on the same level. So there was a disconnect. And then our relationship was toxic. You know, we were the type of people when we argue, we be like, with your stanky girl.
Y'all
wait a minute.
With y'all words.
Wait a minute. So one day, this nigga told me my pussy stink. Right?
Oh, I can't stand this story. I need y'all to just.
So one night, we arguing. We toxic. We toxic. This nigga tell me. Remember where I was at though? Because where was I doing? I was telling the story to talk about network marketing. Oh, I gotta tell you about why my vagina is like tripping right now.
But
I'll be back.
We'll be back.
We'll be back. Remember why my vagina tripping? Say, why is your vagina tripping right now? After I'm done with this, say that.
I will because the story is integral.
If she forget, say it. Okay. So we arguing.
I can't stand the story, but go ahead.
We arguing.
I almost want to hold a mic to your mouth. I almost. Do y'all hear this foolishness?
She want me to. Okay, so
this foolishness.
Look, Dayna, you know the story. So we arguing, right? We toxic. We know we.
And what did he say? And what did he say?
He said that's why your pussy.
And
stink.
what you do? Who you call?
Hold on. Wait. Where's my purse? Fuck. He said that's why your pussy stink, right? And I was like, my pussy don't stink because I use this product called Panty Cake. Okay, producer,
shout out.
Can you go in my bathroom? And the Panty Cake is on the left hand side on the seal. Just go get just go get it. No, just go get it. Go get it in the bathroom on the left hand side on the seal. Go get it. It's right there, pancake. So no. Listen. So he said that's why your pussy stink, right? And I said, nigga, my pussy don't stink because I use this pancake every day, so I know my pussy don't stink.
And who you call?
Okay, so when he said that, I got mad and I called the police. I called the police because I wanted him out of my house. I don't want you talking
offended.
about. I don't want you talking shit about me in my fucking house. Talking about my pussy stink in my house. My pussy don't stink. You need to get out.
You use pancake.
You need to get out. You need to get out. Right? You need to get out. And so I called the police to come get him because he tripping. Well, when the police get there, I'm outside, right? Because this nigga, he one of them niggas that don't know how to just go. Niggas, y'all need to learn how to go. Like when
Facts.
you argue with your woman, why you want the last word? Why you want to go back and forth? Like be the man. Be the man. We already woman. We already come on my period.
Or why you want to stay where you're not wanted?
Well, even if I do want you, just leave for the fuck right now. Because you know I'm not happy with you.
Don't stay nowhere you're not wanted.
At that moment. In all moments. So I'm like, I want this nigga to go. We going back and forth. He's saying crazy shit. I'm saying crazy shit. And that pussy, when he was like, that's why your pussy stink. That was the last.
Someone please call 911. Hey.
Right there. I call 911. So I'm out. I'm outside. Because I couldn't even be in here with him. And first of all, let me show you what pancakes is. This is how come I knew my pussy didn't stink. This is how come I knew my pussy didn't stink.
Personal
Queen.
care enhancer.
This go.
Do I drop this?
No, I'm gonna let you smell it. Here. No. Give me your. Oh. I don't put the dropper on my pussy.
Okay.
I just drop it in my hand and then I rub it in my pussy.
It smells so.
Rub it in your hand. Nothing touch my vagina.
I don't have to rub it on. I could already smell it.
Rub that shit in your hand. And rub it. Now tell me.
It smells like cotton candy. So
what, you gonna tell me my pussy stink and that's what my pussy smell like every day?
And let me see this right quick.
Yeah, my friend, ooh, producer, come smell this. I just want you to get in here real quick. I just want you to tell me what you think it smells like. And then rub it, and just yell on the camera. What you want pussy to smell like this?
I would not mind.
What it smell like?
It smell good.
Okay.
It smells like cotton candy, right?
And this is all natural. This is all natural. Only 4 ingredients.
So
it's only 4 ingredients, so you can use it. I use it on my nipples. I use it in my asshole. I use it on my pussy. I use it everywhere, and you can eat it. You can eat it.
Well then, go ahead.
So this nigga tell me my pussy stink, and I say fuck you, okay? Pancake, fuck you.
And then
so
she called.
I'm mad. I call 911, and I'm outside.
What
in the
a
garage.
misuse of resources. Political person.
Fuck your politics.
That is a misuse of resources.
Your politics.
That is a misuse of resources.
But wait though. So I'm outside by the fence, and the police come, right? So it's a black police officer and a white police officer. And the black police officer is doing most of the talking, right? Like, he's so astute. Like, whatever.
So assertive.
Yeah. And so I said, I called y'all because he said my pussy stink. The black police officer did not, his face had no emotion. The white police officer was standing behind him going,
like how I'm doing right now.
Yeah, the white police officer could not control.
I'm not gonna claim that, but
wait a minute. He could not control his emotions. He was like,
that's literally how I felt when you.
So, needless to say, we had a toxic relationship. Versace. So, okay. Fast forward to, okay, we're leaving network marketing right now because we have a lot of episodes to talk about our shit. But, so, this weekend, right, I go to DC. After I go to Miami for the network marketing, thank you, Stormy Wellington, shutting down the Versace mansion, only second person to do it. Black woman, like, whoa, history.
It was amazing from what I saw.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing. She shut it all the way down. And then I go to DC, right? Oh, so I haven't had sex since Father's Day 2020, right?
Which is crazy to me.
Oh, I've been on longer sabbaticals from sex. Like I'll talk about it later. But I was like dealing with this guy in prison, and I didn't even start dealing with him until he got in prison because I was like, fuck you, and then you're in prison, so okay, anyways. So I went like over a year without it, but so just recently.
I could never imagine, even though in politics, never.
So last time I had sex was in June, right? Me and my ex, we're still living together. We don't fuck. You know what I'm saying? He called me bae. I call him sir.
How do you guys live together?
He called me bae. I call him sir.
How do you live together and not fuck? Like, I don't understand.
Because we weren't here. Why do I need to fuck?
I get that.
I wasn't emotionally or physically attracted to him.
Okay.
Because
that makes sense.
I wasn't here.
That makes
sense. I knew I wanted to elevate, right? Mm-hmm. So this time, this last weekend, so what is this? The weekend before Christmas?
Yes.
I go to DC to surprise my dad. But he flew me out. He flew me out.
That's so
my
sweet.
friend in DC that I've known since I was 17 paid for my ticket. He said, okay. I said, I want to see you, but I want to see my dad too. So he paid for me a ticket to fly to DC. And we fuck, right? But
was it good?
We've been fucking since 17, bitch. It's like a ball in a glove. Swear to God. We've been fucking since we was 7. I was 17. He was like 20 something.
How much older than you is he?
I'm not sure. It's been so long. Probably like
but it doesn't
4
even matter
years,
at
maybe
this
4
point.
years, something like that. Yeah, maybe 4.
It doesn't matter at
4,
this point.
5 years.
Because
it's 7, only reason we know that it was 17 is because I lied about my age when I met him, right? Because I knew he was way older than me.
So you have to be safe.
And I got into this car accident, right? And I was in the hospital. My jaw was broke. My liver was
Kanye West.
Oh, I was in a whole major car accident. I pulled out in front of a 18-wheeler.
Oh
and
my God.
It hit me on the driver's side and threw me out the passenger side window.
Thank God you made it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And you know why I made it? Because I didn't have a seatbelt on. I wear seatbelts all the time now, but because I didn't have a seatbelt on, I was able to
Fly
move
out the car.
and it didn't crush me. So he came to visit me in the hospital.
Wow.
And I'll never forget, right? I'm in the bed. I can't talk because I had broke my jaw. Mm-hmm. And he grabs my medical thing. Mm-hmm. What's that clipboard at the end? He grabs the clipboard. Mm-hmm. Nigga shit. Why are you looking at my shit?
That's not your business.
So he does, though, and sees my real age. Bitch, this nigga almost lost it in the hospital room. He was like, you're what? You're 17?
I'm going to jail.
That's right.
I'm locked up and won't let me out. Whoa.
Wait a minute. And I'm sitting in the bed like, I can't talk. I cannot talk.
That's
I'm in pain.
crazy.
We've known each other ever since. So, okay, so fast forward because I got something going on right now. So today, right, we had sex. Mind you, he always fucks with condoms. I kind of hate it, but hey, clearly you fucking bitches. Can I just say this? So this nigga is like 54 years old. And he got a slit on the side of his mattress, like a little pocket. So say he's fucking somebody
and
in
he
the
want to
bed,
go on that slit.
and he go on the side of the mattress, and there is a pocket full of condoms.
I don't know how I feel about that personally.
Red flag?
I could tell. To me, if it was a pocket full of like vibrators to help rub on my clitoris so I can come faster.
If I see a nigga with a pocket full of vibrators, I don't want to fuck him. He's
I don't
getting
know.
dicked.
I feel
You don't
like
think if a nigga got vibrators, he's not putting it in his asshole?
I feel like he was trying to please you.
No, this is there. I just came there this past weekend. No, this pocket is a purpose pocket.
That's fucking crazy.
So, and I've seen it more than once. Like we've been going back and forth forever. So I've seen
Veda.
this pocket. So he has this pocket on the side
Full
of
of
the
rubbers.
with rubbers in it.
Has he ever been married?
No.
I'm so confused right now.
Ask me, does he have any kids?
Does he have any children?
No.
Oh, so he used them condoms faithfully.
Yeah.
That pocket come in handy because he said, not on my watch.
Like 50, like
Ayanna Van
53, 54 years old.
I don't know how I feel about that.
No, how do you feel? Because so I literally was like, I'm dealing with it because now, mind you, we have couple of times we almost like got together, but I'm the runner.
I'm the runner.
She's a track star. Hey, run away when it get hot.
I already knew.
I'm the runner.
Yes.
I'm the runner, so I don't even follow him on that. That nigga told me I broke his heart plenty of times. Because I run. Because I'm the one that be like, oh, let's go together. Let's go together. Let's go together. Let's
and
go
then
together.
when the time
and when
comes,
we go together, I'm gone. And that was a lot to do with my drug addiction.
And I was going to say there's underlying issues with that.
That had everything to do with my cocaine addiction. Everything. Because I didn't want...
How long were you addicted to cocaine?
20 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've never done any hardcore drugs. The most I've smoked is marijuana.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even imagine what that high feels like. Because I know a lot of people that they want to have that high, but are just scared because, you know, the rabbit hole that goes down.
Well, you don't know what that high is for you. Like that high turned different. That high was high. And that high got low, but I still had to chase it.
It was
no matter what it was.
Was it like maintenance? Do you feel like
it wasn't maintenance. It was my life. It wasn't maintenance. Maintenance is making sure the yard is great. This was, I had to have it.
Wow.
I would be crying on my way to the drug dealer because I didn't want to go, but I would go.
That is so deep to me
Yeah.
because as a person that has never had addiction, I can only imagine, and I have so many friends that have, and it's just so hard for me to bridge that gap, but I want to understand it because it's so important that services are available to people that have addiction. You know, and in the state of Texas, go back to politics, our state is fucked up to where it doesn't provide services for people who have addiction in order to be able to move past that.
Yeah, I paid $12,000 to go to rehab.
How many people can afford that shit?
But I will say that there are services, but you got to be like dead broke and like kind of on Skid Row type shit.
You got to be dead broke.
You got to find
and
some
you got to
shit.
be resourceful.
Yeah, to find a way to. I paid the money out of my private savings because I have been saving my money.
So what was that like to be able to move from wanting to be not addicted to being able to just kind of execute that, to say, okay, I'm going to be in a space where I'm going to get help?
Oh, I was at my rock bottom when I needed help. So I don't even know what that looked like. Like I woke up, I kept missing work. I kept being late. I kept being MIA. And then one day I woke up and my nigga was on top of me. Well, not I woke up that night. My nigga we arguing, we getting high and everything's great. And then in the morning time, we still up. And then we arguing, and then he choking me, and my son wake up and see this nigga on top of me choking me. And then I just said, I'm tired.
You get to a point
Yeah,
where
I said, I'm
sure
tired. Yeah, I'm tired. You got to be absolutely positively tired. Can't nobody make nobody get help. I thankfully,
Facts.
I've been clean
Facts.
for 6 years.
Facts.
And this August will be 7 years. I have not touched cocaine. So I had to it had to drain me.
It drained
It
the
didn't
life
drain
out
my
of you.
money, but it drained the life out of you. And that's how I got clean. But see, this wasn't about me. This was about that nigga with the condoms on the side of his mattress. And was that oh, wait a minute. Y'all, So the more episodes you watch, you'll see that I have ADD. But I don't claim it as ADD. I claim it as like, bitch, you be forgetting, but you remembering though. That's what it's called. Bitch, you be forgetting, but you remember though.
That's how stories go.
So the reason why I wanted to talk about my DC trip is because I keep fucking peeing.
Peeing where?
Out of my vagina, bitch.
But where though? Are you just peeing
in
randomly?
the toilet?
Okay, just making sure.
It's like every 5
people
minutes.
have incontinence.
So I feel like there's this pressure on my vagina, right? And my vagina is going like this. And it's pressure. And I'm like, why is my vagina have pressure right there, right? And so I've been peeing like every 5-10 minutes today. And it's alarming, right? Because no one does that. And plus, I only had 1 bottle of water today.
Oh, shit.
Which is stupid because you're supposed to drink like 5 or 6.
Does diabetes run in your family?
No, bitch, it started happening today.
Just checking.
So I'm just looking because this hasn't happened. So I was like, fuck. And then all of a sudden I was like, did this nigga give me an STD? But then I thought about it. I said, well, hold on. First of all, I hadn't had sex since June. And then we used
the condom.
Excuse me. I mean,
good job.
Good one.
Good one.
You said your mom. Shut up. Good job. It's not a test. It's a burp. Good one. So I was like, did he give me an STD?
But the turnaround wouldn't be so fast.
No, and plus we used condoms the whole night.
Shit, condoms.
We used condoms both times.
But condoms is a testy situation. They don't always work in every situation.
Well, no. We used condoms both times. Wow. So I was trying to figure out, why am I peeing and why is my vagina throbbing like so much? So when I googled it, it's leading me to a UTI. So I'm trying to figure out, why do you get a UTI?
Have you been drinking a lot? Not have you?
No, I just told you I only drank 1 bottle of water today.
Okay, so then you've been drinking.
I didn't drink no water yesterday.
Been drinking enough water.
I didn't tell you for that either.
We need a bottle of water for Veda Loca. Cause
I hope there's water in here.
I hate you. I literally just squirted on myself and not in a good way.
Could be. It's a good squirt.
But that is the lessons that we learn with life, right? Mm-hmm. So you had this weekend trip. You're like, oh my God, did I have a UTI?
Well, just now, I just Googled UTI. Like, this just happened. Like, I hadn't had sex in like 6 months.
So good, Veda.
This what my pussy smell like.
It's enticing.
Hold on, smell my pussy.
No, ma'am.
No, do it again. Do it again, smell my pussy.
See, this is how the slippery slope happens. This is what the Republicans are afraid of.
I'll give you a bottle. You want me to give you? I have more bottles. My friend gave me bottles. Would you like to take one home?
I want to take one home. I want to do a lot of things.
And so here's how you do. Here's how I do. I drop it on these 2 fingers. And then I go in between my vagina, like, not in the hole, but, through the lips. Mm-hmm. And then I do it again and I put it in my asshole. Because who don't want their ass smelling like cake? So, and you know what she suggests? When you, if you have to take a shit in a public space, or just a shit period and you can't jump in the shower. So when you shit, after you shit, get it out good, wipe till you don't see anything. And then you put this on the toilet paper and wipe again with this at the end so you don't smell.
I would massage shit. That. First of all, I love how Thea.
And I suck dick with this. I put this on my nigga's dick.
Politics is going to remain silent at this time. Because there's a whole bunch of stuff I want to say. And I'm just not going to do it on the second episode. Maybe episode 201.
Because we on our way.